Hooping your fabric for embroidery is going to take a couple things. Number one, probably a few times to practice. Number two, a flat surface. And if you actually have lines that are on your fabric, your hoop template with the little clips slipped into those little grooves so they can sit right in here, and we can make sure that we get things all nicely aligned. So before I get started though, one thing that I do often use is some spray adhesive. Personally, I like the 505 spray. Just today I happen to have something that they don't make anymore, but from Mettler, sorry. But I've got 2 layers of stabilizer here. This is a cotton fabric, so I always recommend tearaway stabilizer. And what the spray adhesive can do is actually kind of give you, well, turn them into Post-it notes. So in other words, make them stick together, and then watch. When I lay my fabric down, you will find that the fabric will not be stretched out. It's just lightly adhered to the stabilizer. And watch, if I was to pull corner to corner, which is normally the bias and would stretch, notice that it is attached to the stabilizer, and that is not going to stretch, making it a lot easier to get everything in the hoop and straight. The other thing is we do have a couple videos. Click right up here at that eye. And over here we've got a stabilizer video, a threads video, and one other one that you'll be able to watch there. But definitely take a look at the stabilizer video as I walk through quite a few things. Now, next thing you want to do is open up the screw that is in the bottom right corner. It's more than you think. Now, just another tip, I always hoop my fabric and stabilizer together when all possible. Now, there are times where you just can't get it in the hoop, whether it's too thick or it's in an area of a garment that doesn't allow you to hoop all parts of it. Then I'll hoop the stabilizer, maybe even use a sticky stabilizer and lay my fabric in position. Now, of course, if it's not hooped, then you always have a little bit of maybe it's not going to turn out, but if you want it always to turn out, hoop your fabric and stabilizer together. Now, I did mention I have 2 layers of tearaway. I always use 2 layers. There's those that use the right amount of stabilizer and those that wish they did. So I'm in the category of making it a lot easier here. So one thing I can do, if I have lines, I could use my template right here to kind of get things nicely lined up. Then I'll just pretend that I've got lines. So then I can lift it. I have positioned my outer hoop beside me with the bracket exactly the way it's going to go onto the machine, and the screw is quite a bit open. Whether it's open enough, we'll find out in a second. Okay, so what I can do is just kind of pinch the edges, lift it, and then what I'm doing is actually first positioning the top part of the hoop in first. So as I push that up to that part there, I'm just going to get that moved around a little bit. I know you can't see what I'm doing underneath, and I'm trying to do it at the wrong angle. Here we go. There. So what I do is I push that down, and then I'm going to slide it off the edge of the table. And when I do that, what I can actually do is kind of get that hoop screw to kind of make sure it comes all the way loose, and then I can push that inner hoop down. Now, if you're really having to work hard at this, you need to loosen the screw even more because there's a lot of thickness that's going into here. So once the 2 hoops have sat themselves together, which they have, I'm going to just go ahead and start to tighten this screw. Tighten it as much as your fingers can possibly tighten. If you have trouble with your hands tightening screws, you can use a screwdriver. It's actually a torque screwdriver right in here, but be very careful. You can easily over tighten it with the screw. That's why, if you can, always use your fingers. Okay, so I've got it pretty tight, and I love the fact that Bernina has oval hoops. Oval hoops do allow for even tightening on the fabric and stabilizer as it's in here. Now, one other thing, and I'm going to have you listen. Hear the kind of scratching. It's the hoops kind of being cut together, but not all the way what I call past flush. So I'm taking my thumbs along the inside, gently pushing past flush and getting that nice and seated well inside here. Yes, you'll usually have a little pinch of fabric or stabilizer or the hoops have kind of squeezed, but no big deal. But now listen. See how quiet it is? That won't make any difference with embroidery, but it does make it quieter. So, and it also kind of makes everything just a little bit tighter. Now, one thing you notice is that I didn't pull along these edges at all. I don't want to stretch my fabric, but remember, because we sprayed, a lot of things are nicely held. I don't have to worry about my fabric being stretched. If you stretch your fabric and then embroider on it, you will then have wrinkles all the way around. That's no good. So right now the fabric's very much at rest in here. And remember, your embroidery is as good as your stabilizer. Your fabric, or whatever you've chosen to embroider on, really just gets kind of caught between the stitches and the stabilizer. So if you don't have the right amount of stabilizer or enough stabilizer, you will, well, it might not turn out the way you're hoping for. So we're hooping the fabric, and now let's go ahead and get some embroidery done. We've got some fun colors out. We'll pick some built-in designs and get started.